Homesteading isn't a man thing. Homesteading isn't just a woman thing. Homesteading is an important thing. And in a would you starve scenario, it's an everybody thing. Let's talk about it. Hey guys, welcome to Appalachia's Homestead. Patera with you this evening. I want to talk to you about a quick topic. You guys have been so awesome with sending so many wonderful messages to me and my family, and we are just so appreciative. My husband is just gushing over you guys because he's just so touched by so many of you wonderful folks out there that have just been so good to us with warm and kind comments. And we just do our thing and try to, live our lives and show you what we do and teach a little bit and share with you, and, we do our thing. So I want to talk to you about a topic that has come up about 30 minutes ago because we're about to close down the barn and do our evening chores. It's very hot, so we're making sure everybody's well taken care of, but the evening chores are being pushed because, we're pushing 100 degrees this week. So for those of you in Arizona, I know that's not hot. It's hot for here. So anyway, nonetheless, somebody inboxed me a message about, and it was not a bad thing, but it did make me think. And a lot of my videos, I think my better videos come from me, just thinking about something and being willing to talk about it sometimes, okay? But this is important. This is critical. And I hope I say it in the way that I mean it. So, because, folks just really can get bent out of shape sometimes, and I don't mean for this to come across bad, in a bad way. So the whole message was from a gentleman who is a homesteader, and he wrote that basically he gets the impression that I push women homesteaders. Well, guys, that would be a yes on that, because frankly, I'm pushing everybody to be a homesteader, okay? But what that brought up in my mind is that I'm only sitting here trying to push women, and I'm not trying to push men or children or mama or anybody else around. And I don't feel that is absolutely not what I'm going to advocate, and nor do I feel that's what I've said, ever. Mr. Peaches, you have to be involved in all the videos, I know. Here's the deal, guys. In a would you starve scenario, have you ever seen Cold Mountain? Seriously, have you seen Cold Mountain, the movie? It is in my top 5 favorite movies because I feel like I identify with a lot of the spirit that's there. We always tend to, our favorite movies are ones that we probably identify with for many different reasons. Well, Cold Mountain is one of mine. If you truly watch that movie, it makes you think of a lot of things on a lot of different levels, and I think it can give you a lot of realistic look into how people are and how things were and how things could be. If you on your homestead are faced with a crisis situation, are you truly going to sit around and think about and decide what's best for who to do what? I know I'm not, and I know this homestead isn't. Here's the deal. Men have been given these wonderful physical attributes and abilities to emotionally detach in a lot of ways that a woman isn't. They are from Mars and we are from Venus. Women have this incredible intuitiveness that we have, and emotional attachment to things, and a tenderness. That's how we complement each other. That doesn't mean either one of us can't work our tails off. Or the fact that we shouldn't appreciate those that work their tails off. When things have to be done around here, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna be just blunt. I have married a brute of a man, okay? Anybody that knows me understands that and will go, okay? But he is so supportive and is totally in no way put off from the whole idea of Patera runs the farm. That's her thing. Because it is a family lifestyle, we always go to the drawing board together for big stuff. Now, he's not going to sit around and debate me on whether or not I need to go buy more Vitericin or Blue Coat, or we need more DE, or, you know, I moved a broody hen, or things like that. That's a waste of time. But when it comes to big decisions on this farm, especially those that involve money, we all put our heads together. When we have a big old project, we're building a new mini barn, or we're about to build a huge woodshed out here, or the green beans need to be pulled, or we're setting up the pressure canner, or leather breeches have got to be strung up, or a rooster's going to be culled, or we're going to go down and milk the cow. No one stands around and debates who's going to do what. Now, I am as you know, I sort of run this ship. But everybody here is hands-on. And if you have a homestead and you have a family situation, even if you don't have a family situation, let's say you just have more of a communal situation, a community of friends and, you know, family that's not necessarily a wife and your children per se, you would be a fool to stand around and go, well, you know, we need to really have a lot of bread made this week. Only Susie. Just like if winter's coming in and you have not done your job on the wood, are you going to say, well, only Billy Bob can do that? Now, granted, Susie might be better at making the bread, and Billy Bob's got biceps the size of that tree trunk over there. Whatever. But that doesn't mean that someone else shouldn't have the mental skill set capacity to learn what they're doing and be able to help. Because here's the deal. If Susie is sick next week and the grid goes down and nobody else knows how to make bread and she's in the bed with 102 fever, you got a real problem. Same thing with the wood chopping scenario. Same thing with putting up the hay. Same thing with running the cows. Everybody should learn how to focus and how to do things. Some will be better at other things based upon gender and size and finesse and things like that. That's a no-brainer. We're all gifted in different ways. But that doesn't mean that everybody shouldn't know how to. It just may take a few more of you to do it. I have 3 boys on this farm. 3 growing, one in particular is going to be a brute like his daddy, boys. We're not just learning how to, do guy stuff. They need to learn how to, do the things that only the women did. Which, a lot of times, depending on who, in my family, that was milk the cow or choose the chicken and make the bread and make the dumplings. I can tell you right now that we're all learning all these different things. It doesn't matter. And in a crisis grid down situation, while yes, I will agree, I would probably be a little bit better at making bread right now than, say, my husband. He watches, he's around, he's learning. Because you don't have time to be sitting around going, well, I think she did it this way, or I think he did it that way. That's nonsense. Everybody should be able to understand basic things. Guys out there, get those women out there with those power tools, or just old style tools. And you guys have these, engineering-based minds. Women by nature don't. That's what I tell my husband. My husband can weld like crazy. He is he's a certified welder, okay? He can weld. And the whole discussion on this homestead is teaching me. Not because I want to learn it, but because he thinks I should know how. Okay? Some of your best women homesteaders out there I'm going to tell you right now, they got a man standing right over there that's taught them everything that they know. And those men out there, equally the same, can step in if the wife is sick or whatnot and take over. Yeah, they might burn the biscuits a little bit more, but they know how to do it. We don't focus on that. And on a would you starve scenario, are you going to have time to sit around and debate that? My husband doesn't none of that exists. I think that's why our relationship has been so incredibly successful. We've been together 20 years this month, next week, 20 years. And the whole reason I firmly believe that we have just, you know, been able to, with no effort, just have a wonderful marriage and, you know, be able to transition our lifestyle the way that we have is because we all do things together and we work together and we're in this together. Does that make sense? So do I push women to be homesteaders? You're doggone right I do. But I stand firm and look up to and respect the shoulders of the men that do it, and the children that I see around me. I don't care what they are, they need to learn too. So don't let what society and what, you know, what other people say or things in your mind mess with that. Because in a would you starve scenario, everybody will have to be the homesteader. I hope this video helps you out. I hope it answered some questions. We appreciate you being here. Like and subscribe, comment, and share with all your buddies. And thank you so much for being so wonderful. We'll talk to you soon. Y'all take care out there.